pulled my steaks out of the fridge where they've been dry aging for about 3 days. We are going to unwrap the paper towels. Okay, so I've unwrapped our steaks. They look gorgeous. I'm going to actually pop these in the freezer for about half an hour. We don't want to go too much over that though. Basically the outside's going to get really, really cold, but the inside won't have time to get to that freezer temperature. So that should give us a really nice crust and a really even temperature all the way through. Okay, so while the steaks are in the freezer, then I've got my broiler preheating on low, and we're going to go ahead and whip up our spice blend. We're starting off with a 1/4 cup of coffee. That's regular, not instant. 1. And 2 tablespoons of cocoa. 1 tablespoon of smoked salt if you've got it. If you don't, then regular will work, but it won't add as much flavor. 1 and 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. And finally, 1/2 teaspoon of chipotle chili powder. And you might have noticed that I went back to my old college blender. My wide base blender has about 1/2 inch of space between the bottom of the blender and the actual lowest blade. So usually the blade just spins on top of whatever I'm trying to grind. So with this having the narrower base, the spices are actually, on top of the blade. So I went with this option. So we're just going to blend until the peppercorns are all mostly ground up. It can still be a little bit chunky, but obviously you don't want anybody breaking a tooth on a peppercorn. So, mainly just make sure those are broken up. Alright, now that our rub is ready, I'm going to dump it out into a vessel big enough to hold the steaks. Okay, our half an hour is up. We need to crust our steaks and get them in the pan. We're going to start off with light olive oil, and we only want enough on here to get the rub to stick. It should not be so heavy as to really grease the steaks, or else we risk having our rub fall off. Alright, now for our rub. I'm going to put the steak in and press down. Flip. And any bare spots, you can rub some extra spice in. Alright, our steaks are nice and crusted, and our pan is ripping hot and ready to go. So we are going to put these with 1 inch of space between the steaks and the sides of the pan, and between each steak themselves. Okay, it has been 3 minutes. We're going to flip our steaks and get them under the broiler. Oh, yes, look at that. Now that is what I call perfection. Alright, all that's left is to pull these out of the pan and let them rest. Ta-da! Our steak has rested, and it smells amazing. and I'm going to shove it into my face because I am starving. First of all, look how pretty the color is. Oh my god. This is perfection. Basically, the outside is perfectly crusty. The inside is buttery. Anyway, I'm going to dig into the rest of this delicious steak. If you guys have any questions, then leave a comment or pop me an email or fill out the contact form on my site. I hope you guys enjoy getting to make this delicious steak at home yourselves, and I'll see you next time on the Deglutenizer. My first ebook is now available in the store on my website and through Amazon Kindle. Pick up your copy today and support continued work on the Deglutenizer blog.